Welcome back, guys. And the biggest problem with Tacticus is farming characters, farming shards. It is incredibly bad, but it is finally starting to take a good step forward, I would say. Really quickly, why is it bad? You can only really get characters from farming if you go to a node where a character happens to be farmable, like this node right here. You know, you have what? A 33% chance to get one shard. So realistically, let's just say you get 3. We'll just round down to make it easy. You 10 refreshes a day because you can't refresh the sims. So you do 10 raids, you get 3 shards a day. All right, you get 3 shards a day. So I already have this character unlocked. So for me, it would take 2 days to get him to 1 star. And then after that, if I wanted him to go up and up and up, let me actually do this real quick. Let me pull up the chart that I have of the exact number of shards it takes to get for every character. But as you see, it goes up and up and up. And eventually you need something like 500 shards to get some of these characters. Now, if you're sub-level 15, sub-level 20, something like that, it can be incredibly beneficial to use your 10 requisition scrolls to get those guaranteed characters. It gives you 1 guaranteed character, plus you usually get, another character in there as well. If you are going to spend money on this game, I would say the only thing that I would say you should spend money on, if you're ever going to spend money on this game, is this $4.99 Yarrick pack. Yarrick is, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if he's still, but as of like a week ago, he was still the best character in the game. And having access to him for $4.99 is not a far cry, a shame. And, Travis is like, oh, APGAINS promoting gambling in mobile games again, you dirty bastard. I would say that's a reasonable, use of currency. Another thing that I would maybe say if you have the disposable cash is these, like, campaign packs where you can get, basically, they value each character as $10. Spend $30, get 3 characters. It unlocks a new game mode, basically, for you. It allows you to get those new missions. Where are they? Oh my goodness. It allows you to open up new campaigns, which is great for gear and stuff like that. The Orc campaign has lots of great gear for other factions, so, not that I'm just an Orc homeboy, and I think Orcs are the best faction in the game. But if you want to unlock this as your first, $30 campaign unlock, be my guest. As far as spending money on this game, I would say, like, this is just if you want to actually play the game and have fun. As you see here, if you unlock a character, it actually cuts some of the money out. So I guess they value him at $15 and probably, I don't know, probably Snaprek at 10 and Gibbs Scraps at 5, you know what I mean? So characters are technically weighted differently in terms of cash, which I find funny because Yarrick is OP and he's only $5, but, we'll not get into the money spending practices of mobile games. I digress. If you are going to spend some Blackstone, I would say, a couple of requisitions, sub-level 15, sub-level 20 is probably not a terrible idea. You're getting 1 guaranteed character, and oftentimes you get multiple characters simply by the fact of, you don't have any characters, so you'll pull out of those common characters, which is fun. On my main account, which you should use, code VAT80MAX, to get yourself some rewards in-game, but also me. This company isn't sponsoring me. I'm not getting paid in any way, shape, or form for talking about or promoting this game. I simply just happen to like it. So if you want to help me out, support me, completely free, and also support yourself, use code VAT80MAX, get you some rewards. You have to go to the referral code thing. You click on your little name right here. You click refer a friend, and there's a little referral code. Don't use this referral code. This is a test account. I can give myself 1 billion crystals, so you would just completely waste it. That being said, after about level 15, requisition packs fall off pretty hard. I've opened probably about $1,000 worth of them in terms of free currency on my main account, and I don't even have every character in the game, right? Like, I have not him. I have, like, this is exactly what they look like. I have these 3 characters right here. I got the 3 Necrons. I have all the Black Legion except for Volk. I have all the Orcs. I got these 3 Astra Militarum. I got 3 Black Templars. I have 2 Eldari, and I have the Tau character. Other than that, I would say maybe the first $100 worth of it was probably efficient spending if you are a spender, and the last $900 was completely wasted. So I wouldn't wail out on those. It's not an efficient way of getting characters, but that leads us to today's point, which is that it is easier to get characters. So let me just enter like a random guild, and I will show you once I can, you know, actually get into the guild. Oh, great, great, great. All right, we have a guild shop now. The guild shop allows you to get shards. Now, this might be a glitch because for me, on my actual account, let me actually open up my phone right now. It gives you the opportunity to get some of this character, some of the oh, fuck, I hate pronouncing names. Athania. You can buy some Yarick shards and some Isabel shards or Isabella. So this might be just kind of like what the test account looks like, because this build was probably a little bit older, and you know, you shouldn't take anything that you see on a test account as fact in game, because a lot of the stuff is skewed and not up to date. Some of it's ahead of time, some of it's like for the old patch, blah 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 blah. But you will be able to farm some pretty key characters here. Now, you don't farm them very quickly, and it's still kind of slow, and coupled with the fact that it's kind of dumb, I would say, to farm characters the traditional way. Like, if I wanted let's see, where can I farm Commander Chode? Probably here, right? Yeah, like if I wanted to farm Commander Chode shards, I need 500 of them. This is, I would come over to your house and probably punch you in the stomach if you tried to farm Commander Chode here. You are not going to get them. You have a 33% drop chance, so let's say you get 3 shards a day for 500 shards. Let's just say that's 500 divided by 3 is, it would take you 167 days to unlock him. Now, when you unlock him at like elite level 1. Let me see here. Let me pull down this. So you unlock him at elite level 1, and then you need a couple thousand more shards, if I'm being perfectly honest. Maybe you get him at elite level 3, actually. But you need an unbelievably hefty amount of shards after that, and that's going to take you a couple of days. So essentially, if you wanted to max out this character every single day of grinding his shards, it would take you years. And obviously, I don't want you to do that, because that is a massive, massive, massive waste of time. So, AP, what's the alternative? Well, there is not one. And that's why this is the biggest problem facing this game, is traditional farming is completely pointless. I wouldn't even bother doing traditional farming at all. It's just not worth it. I think I would actually call you an idiot if you tried to start farming up a 500 shard character free to play. Like, not even just free to play, but just traditional farming. You're dumb. Grinding characters here, I would say there's not a ton else that you can really use with this currency. You know, if a legendary badge pops up, I'd obviously buy that. Outside of legendary badges, I mean, I'd probably just say legendary badges and character shards. You're not really going to have a great way to get characters in this game. And I think that that is a travesty, unfortunately. But I think that they have a fantastic opportunity to develop a new system. I'm going to be honest with you, some of my initial thoughts is I already don't like the fact that you get 10 sims a day. It's like if I just wanted to do this, they say, oh, come back tomorrow. Or, well, I guess my reset's in 12 minutes. But, you know, they would say come back whenever the reset is. Obviously, as far as a gameplay perspective and the company making a bunch of money perspective, no one wins in this situation. It is not beneficial to either party, the player or the company, that this is the case. Obviously, the correct thing to do would be allow you to use some sort of Blackstone supplement to refresh this so that you can keep doing it over and over again. You know, obviously I have a PhD in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroesology, and by extension, I know every single way to get people to spend money on stupid stuff. So here's my official plea to Snowprint. We need a better way to farm characters, obviously, but I think just in general for gear and for character farming purposes, the same way that you have incremental increases in Blackstone for getting energy, you need to allow that same incremental increase to farming the nodes for characters, shards, but by extension gear as well. It is, I would say it's mandatory that this is in the game as soon as humanly possible. I don't think without that, I do not think, unless they come up with some other game mode where you just get a ton of character shards really fast. And they do have the roving game modes that will give you the new characters. Like, this is the new character. I'm not going to unlock them on my main account because I just, I don't spend money, and I didn't save up a million energy. I'll probably get them to 180, 200 shards. Well, I guess if you see it for 10 days, I'll get them. So never mind. I scratch that. This is a good way to introduce the new characters, but as far as farming old characters is concerned, or farming characters when they're not in some sort of event rotation, which I believe is kind of like marquee characters where it's only the new characters hit that event rotation, there needs to be a better way. So unless they come up with some genius way to farm characters that I haven't thought of, I could maybe put some thought in and figure it out. That's kind of a mandatory thing. Like, refreshing this for some sort of incremental Blackstone is non-negotiable, I think, if this game wants to survive. So, thank you for watching. I'm going to go cry. As always, I love you, and I'll see you later.